Hi folks, we're going to take a look at a couple of questions of taking derivatives with trigonometric functions. So we'll start with page 256 1J. So they give us this function here and they want us to find the derivative. All right. So here I see that I've got sine of some other function. So it's not sine x, but sine of 1 over x. So I'm going to have to use a chain rule here. So as we usually do, we think the exterior function is sine, and I'll think of this as just some intermediate variable. So the derivative of sine u is just cos of u. So cos of u, which is 1 over x. And then I just have to multiply that by the derivative of the inside function, which in this case here again, 1 over x with respect to x. So I'm going to think of this as x to the negative 1. So the derivative is negative 1, x to the negative 2. All right, and if I want to simplify this, it's fairly easy, so I'll go ahead and do that. So in the numerator, I'm just left with a negative cos 1 over x, and then this x to the negative 2, I'll rewrite that as x squared in the denominator. Okay, so again, first is to recognize that you need to use the chain rule, and then to take the derivative of the exterior function, in this case your sine, which is cosine, and then the derivative of the inside function, so derivative of 1 over x. All right, and we have to do something similar here in 2c, except we're going to have to use the, that was the derivative of the function. Okay, except here, I think we're going to have to use a chain rule twice. So the exterior function here is cosine, so I'm just going to consider this whole thing my intermediary variable u. So derivative of cos u is negative sine u, so negative sine of 2x. All right. But now, when I have to take the derivative of the inside function, again, I'm going to have to use the chain rule. So this 2x, the input to the sine, I'll call that, say, v. So first I take the derivative of sine v, which is just going to be cos v. Okay, so cos of 2x. And then I have to multiply that by the derivative of v. The derivative of 2x is just 2. So you see here, we actually have to use the chain rule twice, not 3 times, but we end up with 3 different terms. All right, so again, we can simplify that. There's not really much to simplify, but we can clean it up by bringing the 2 in front. So negative 2 sine of sine 2x times cos of 2x. All right, so again, just to recap these, first thing is to just figure out that you're going to be using the chain rule and to determine when in this case here, the interior function needs the chain rule a second time. All right, and sometimes you might need a third and a fourth time. That's it for these.